Hi everyone, it's Maddie and I hope you all are having a magical day. Today's video is going to be how to get the most out of your Disneyland experience. I know with the current setting of the world right now, Disneyland is closed and you're not able to visit, and I'm so sorry about that. I know I'm personally missing the parks and can't wait to go back and experience them. And so I thought about making just a couple more Disney themed content videos for you guys. I do have some makeup and fashion related videos coming soon, but I just wanted to make some Disney videos because I know that a lot of us are missing the parks and we just need kind of something to fill that Disney void. So if you want some tips on making your experience even better, then keep on watching. The Disneyland Resort in California is a beautiful park. There's two different ones. There's Disneyland and California Adventure, and both are essential that you go to. So if it is your first time experiencing it, or if you just want to get the most out of both parks, then I would recommend getting a 3-day park hopper. The reason I'd recommend 3 days is because it really gives you that buffer time to experience not only rides, but other kind of unique experiences that you can't find anywhere else. So I know for me personally, I like to divide it up by setting aside a day primarily to Disneyland, a day primarily to California Adventure, and then the last day you can kind of hop around to both. So I know what you're thinking, why would I get a park hopper if I'm only gonna be going from park to park on one day? Well, actually, most of the time you will end up either A, finishing up early at California Adventure, or vice versa, finishing up early at Disneyland and wanting to go experience other attractions over there. I also know with special experiences like the Rise of the Resistance ride in Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland, you need to get up early and go there first to get your pass so that you're able to come back in a boarding group. And so maybe you want to get up early and get your boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance, but then you want to go ride the Incredicoaster, then you have that freedom where you can go from park to park at your leisure. The next tip I have is to stay in a Disney hotel if possible. I know Disney hotels are expensive and not everyone can afford that kind of luxury, but if you do have the money set aside and you can budget it into your trip, I would highly recommend it. I personally love the Grand Californian. I think it's a beautiful resort. Even when I'm not staying there and I'm just usually doing an Airbnb with my friends, we like to cut across in there because there are so many perks that come with the Grand Californian, one of them being magic hours. So there's actually a direct entrance into Disney California Adventure from the Grand Californian, and you get an extra hour earlier than the rest of the crowd. So if you want kind of some fun perks like that, then you are able to have a direct entrance without any traffic into the parks, and you get to get there early and take care of some of those rides that might have been more crowded. There are other perks with Disney hotels, one of which is the character dining. Character dining is a fabulous experience. If you have children or if you just really love meet and greets like I do, then you will love character dining. It is a little bit pricey, but it is buffet style, and you get to meet all those characters as well. And even if you aren't staying in the parks, or if you don't have a Disneyland pass, you're still able to take advantage of that character dining if you call in and make a reservation. So if you are having some time in the morning, maybe before you head to the park, you can set up a character dining reservation. And that is another fun perk that is attached to the hotels. So you can maybe wake up in your hotel room, go to do some character dining, and then you can enter straight into the park. The next tip I have is to utilize Disney Max Pass. So Disney Max Pass is a fast pass system on your phone. You use it in the Disneyland app, and you are able to schedule fast passes ahead of time for your entire party without having to go to that area of the park. So the reason I'd recommend this is, even though it does cost, I believe, about $20 per day to use, it is really helpful for saving time, because while you're waiting in line for another ride, you can actually schedule them on your phone so you don't have to worry about rushing to the other side of the park just to get a fast pass. It also helps to kind of plan out and map your day. So if you know what rides you really want to get on and you really need to take care of before the lines get too long, then right when you enter the park, you can open up your Disneyland app and you can schedule those rides that you want to ride most and kind of prioritize your day. And let's say maybe you have something scheduled for 1 p.m. and something scheduled for 11 p.m. or maybe 2 p.m. if it's pushed later in the day. Then you have a window to eat lunch, and it kind of just helps you map out your day a little bit better so it's less unpredictable. You can kind of look at how much time each thing is going to take, and I would seriously recommend it. The next tip I have for you is to make sure that you are participating in other attractions and experiences other than rides. So I know rides are super fun. That is one of the main reasons we all love to go to Disneyland. It's for those thrill rides or for the immersive dark rides. But there's so many other things that you can participate in that a lot of people aren't really aware of. For example, in California Adventure, if you go into the Art of Animation Academy, you can learn to draw some of your favorite characters, and it's really fun and engaging, and it's really not that hard. I'm not much of an artist, but I've found that I can draw these characters pretty well because they have really experienced artists in there who can kind of talk you through it, and it's really fun because everyone around you is kind of trying out the same thing. Another experience inside that building is Turtle Talk with Crush. That is a really fun attraction. It's a Q&A with Crush from Finding Nemo. There's little kids there, but also adults, and it's kind of like a comedy show. You know, it'll really make you laugh, and overall, it's just a really fun experience. Other things that you can participate in that aren't Disney rides would be things like parades and shows. Some of my favorite shows include the Frozen show at California Adventure on Buena Vista Street. And another show I like is Mickey and the Magical Map. That one happens in Disneyland. And you can also view nighttime spectaculars like World of Color or Fantasmic. And another non-ride based attraction would be going to the parades. Parades are really fun for all ages. There's music, and sometimes they have fake snow and lights and bubbles and all sorts of fun things there. It's very interactive. You get to see the characters and wave at them. A lot of times they're walking around and they'll talk to you and have conversations. The newest Magic Happens parade is my favorite one. I'm in love with it. It is so much fun to go to. I actually went there with my best friend the day that it released, I guess, the first day that it opened, and it is just a blast to watch. I mean, the characters are fun, there's lots of dancing, and it's just a good thing to participate in.
One last thing I forgot to mention is there are some boardwalk games you can play at Pixar Pier that are really fun. They only cost about $5, and there are some games where you win a prize no matter what.
Another perk of participating in these attractions is that most of the time they are in buildings where you have that shade and it's nice and cool, so you don't have to worry about standing in the heat or standing in long lines. It's a good break where you can get some water, get a snack, and just enjoy the Disney magic. Parades are also pretty long, and typically you want to get there about 30 minutes to an hour early. An hour if you want really good seats, 30 minutes if you're just trying to get a decent view, because you can kind of give your feet a rest and, you know, just enjoy the parade. Another unique experience you can participate in are specific festivals. I know at Epcot they do Flower and Garden, and in California Adventure they do the Food and Wine Festival.
Okay, pause. One thing I forgot to mention here is that besides participating in festivals, you can also participate in Christmas or Halloween activities. They have special after-hours parties that they do monthly that are themed. There's so many things you can do depending on the time of year that you visit.
I recently participated in the Food and Wine Festival, and you can click the iCard up here if you would like to watch us trying some of the foods. But Food and Wine is super fun to just try all of the different kind of California flavors if you want to try cheeses and things like that. But they also just provide kind of mini lunches and dinners, so I would really recommend buying a pass if you have a larger family, because you can use the little cards and just try and sample whatever you want to, and it is just really worth the money, and it's a great way to kind of try new things while you're on vacation. I apologize for the lighting right now. The sun is going in and out of my blinds, so that's why I look like this. Next tip that I have is to make dining reservations, and I know this might seem like kind of a no-brainer, but I've noticed that there are many guests who walk into places like Blue Bayou Restaurant inside the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction, and they don't understand that there are some dining experiences that are by reservation only, and some of these reservations can go up to months long. So you really want to take advantage of kind of those fancier places to eat. If you are looking for a really nice culinary experience, then I would recommend making reservations early for your family or for you and maybe your best friend or your boyfriend or whoever you're going with. And my final tip is kind of cheesy, but it is to have fun. Remember that when you're at Disneyland, you're on vacation, you're taking a break from all of those worldly responsibilities that we all have to deal with. So just really enjoy kind of having that childlike bliss and really being immersed in that experience with all of your favorite characters. I know that Disneyland for me is a great escape from any kind of worries or problems going on in my life. So I hope that you will do the same by taking advantage of all that there is to offer at the Disneyland Resort. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of my tips and tricks. I know a couple of them were a little bit of no-brainers, but sometimes I feel like they need to be said because I see these things happen at the park. If you have any Disneyland special tips and tricks to make your experience better, please leave them in the comments below. Share your experiences. It might be able to help out someone else. Thank you again for watching. My name is Maddie, and if you enjoy makeup, Disney, or fashion content, then be sure to follow me because I do all of that. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye!